Pastore, Star, it's the fake rock star chat show. Prince Gihareh, attention, Gihareh, formerly known as Tender Live Chat Show. We had a podcast we worked on yesterday. I don't know next time we're going to work on it, but we had 366 cigars for the year. We had 50 in a week, and we had 26 in a day. It was a good thing to say. It's just been a good week. Anyway, Cowboy bebop. So, it's after the first 20 minutes, and so I just want to make sure I even mention just a couple of things I didn't mention in the first one, and then this one. So usually, first one I'm gonna say is the music. I'm not liking the music selection. Like the vibe for usually kind of like within the shows, episodes, the sessions. Wow. Within the sessions, it was there was a strong jazz presence. You know what I'm saying? For the music selection, it was a strong jazz presence. I'm talking like harmonica type. That's how strong. Like it was either. I just remember there was a harmonica episode. Like it got some jazz, just in the third, or it got some other different types of music. But it ain't. This one so far in the movie has been off putting to me. It's I'm not rocking with it. It's been off putting. So it's this upbeat country music, and I'm not rocking with it. So I just want to mention that. I talked about the other day, in the last session, within the first 10 minutes, when it was the joint at the grocery store, I showed two scenes. Now, the two scenes, I was crediting it for showing like these different perspectives and showing the scenery from different perspectives and whatnot. One thing about that though is, and one thing I'm kind of sort of noticing, there's this one, is they're doing a lot of these shots in different angles, but it also is easier in the sense of you're not trying to have it focused so much on like a person, and their mouth moving or whatever. And so it's doing like a lot of different angles. But that's one of the things as far as like that's how that's how it's not I know, yes, it is a movie, but they used to kind of sort of do this in the shows, and like I've seen this in other little movies and whatnot. So it's like you might hear audio, but you'll see the outside of a building, and then you'll see like an area view inside the building, and then it's different ways of the camera kind of sort of now getting closer to like the people that's talking, whatever. But they're showing different views or whatever. I'm like, well, I'm saying that it's also easier. You don't have to pay attention or focus on like the character's mouth moving or whatever. So that was something I just noticed. But they're showing like a lot of different angles and whatnot. It's like a lot of B-roll footage type of thing. It's like a lot of B-roll footage. So it's just a lot of B-roll footage, kind of sort of maybe. Right now, so in the first 10 to 12 minutes, they caught the one people at the grocery store. That wasn't one thing. But then it was like when they finally showed Faye, they didn't show Edward and Faye until like 10, 12 minutes. And so Faye was going after this one guy. But she goes to buy the truck. The guy stops the truck, and then the truck blows up. And Faye was like, yo, no, he's still alive. Like, but whatever it did, it was whatever it did, the truck blew up, and like a whole bunch of people just ended there. So Faye was like, nah, like the guy's still there. He's still out there. But whoever got out the truck wasn't the. I gotta put some clothes on just so I can. I gotta make sure. So let's go here. Just so I can make sure. The guy that got out the truck wasn't the guy that she was supposed to be going after or whatever. And so she tried to draw like a little sketch or whatever, but it's just like, no. Anyway, now, a couple things here. This is what then happens, and this is where it's at now. So, What's the boy say? Spike. They trying to send a third. They now know who. It's two different people. One is like the hacker in them, but she was like, that wasn't the guy that was driving the truck, and she had a little camera, so she had to have video. And so Spike was like, "This best you got a little blurry picture, like some evidence." And this and third. The thing is, Spike actually like gets up and is starting to go about his own way. So currently, Spike is walking through the streets, and I guess trying to talk to people in this and third. But that's where it's currently at, and that's the first 20 minutes. That's the first 20 minutes. So one main thing I just kind of sort of wanted to mention was the fact that I wasn't liking the music. I was not liking the music, and I thought I had which one, but I was like, yeah, this after the first 20 minutes, this is all it's gotten to right now. Now the other thing is, as far as pacing goes, it's slower and it's like drawn out. But I feel like based off of how they were had the sessions originally, I feel like this is what they needed. Or like things are kind of like going slower, but it's like totally okay. Things are slower right now, but it's like totally okay. So I think that's one thing I'm sitting here thinking about. Like the movie, I understand it's a movie and it's like a third, but the way Cowboy Bebop was, it did not need to. It always felt kind of sort of like, dang, bro, like it always felt like they needed an hour. It felt like they needed more time. You know what I'm saying? The little time slot jank was just not for them. Like they're better suited. So like things are not in a rush and things are just kind of like easing but based off of how they animate and they tell stuff, I feel like it needs it like because but I'm not even in a rush for it to like do anything but because I'm just like yeah, this is how it was kind of support kind of supposed to be going anyway, kind of supposed to be going anyway. Let me see if it like switches back up. Oh, hold on. If I put this up there, oh, does it? Oh, okay. Anyway.